I'm Don Berryhill, the laser coach, and I'm in Irvine, California today at Numedica Aesthetic Institute, and we're going to look at the MediSpa, and Gigi, the practice manager, is going to tell us about it. Gigi, what do we have?
So Don, this is a device for estheticians that is an 8-in-1. So they have all these different modalities that they can use, and they can customize treatments. And we have 8 different hand pieces here that they can use, which opens their toolbox a little bit wider for A, more revenue, B, better results and treatments.
So what are some of the hand pieces and the tips and the features, and what would you do with this?
Okay, so first and foremost, this one, which is probably the most popular on this, is an infusion piece.
Right.
So suction and infusion to clean out all the debris in the pores, but infuse either A, salicylic, glycolic, and hyaluronic acid. Right. So you can, as you see on these different bottles right here, if I go to, exactly, so I can select which one I need, and then if I go to bottle 1, it will light up green. So whichever one I'm on, that's my glycolic, that's my salicylic, that's my hyaluronic, and this is just to cleanse the machine after. Right. So I can use that piece.
And I know that exfoliates through actually a mechanical action through a Vortex Tip, sucking up the topicals through there, and then after that they go into a receptacle in the back.
Exactly.
Right? So all the waste is in a little waste container back there, right?
And so
it's hydrating during that procedure.
Exactly. So we have an RF handpiece as well, and this gets pretty toasty. Yeah. So it does get a little result. All on this same cord, I can do either RF, I can do ultrasound, and then I can do ion. So I can infuse, I can use these with masks and get a deeper penetration. And then we have I can infuse serums over here through this particular O2 gun. So the oxygen is delivery system, and then I can put either vitamin C's or hyaluronic acid, what have you, and do that as kind of like a finishing off treatment. This one right here is has a little pumice stone that goes on top for cleansing. I can do high frequency vibration, so if I go in there, and then we can exfoliate the skin prior to a treatment and get a deeper treatment.
Nice.
And then this one right here is heat and cool. So I get a little cryo, or I can heat it up to decrease impedance zone for a more effective result too, or a little bit of fluff after to just cool it down and decrease any inflammation or what have you.
Nice, lots of options. And so you have a touch screen that walks you through these different hand pieces?
So I can go through, say if I have these bottles here and I want to hit onto these areas, and I can titrate up or down for my vacuum or the flow, how much do I want of the particular, which canister I'm using, whether it's glycolic, salicylics, how much I want of the product to flow through. And then I can set the time, which is nice because I can spend as much time or as little time as I need geared to the patient that is in front of me. So I can change this. I'm not, locked into a particular time. If I think they need 5 minutes of one and 10 of another, I can do all of that. And then start right here. I can go return, and it's the same with all the rest. I can trade up and down with the energies and time.
Well, I can see how this could keep your esthetician busy all day long. And one of the other nice things about a device like this is it feeds your other treatments.
Absolutely.
So a lot of patients start with this and then ask about other conditions. What can we do for those? Right.
And I do find that the estheticians are more responsive to this, because we know that sometimes those practitioners get to have a little bit more fun with the laser devices, but this has allowed them to have a full toolbox, and they really appreciate that, because that just, again, increased the size of their menu and services, and then the ROI.
I know there's other devices that do the Hydradermabrasion type treatments out there. So what would you say to someone that's looking at the different devices, why they would pick the MediSpa?
The reason why I think most of the estheticians that we sell to, and mine in particular, like this one, is because, like I said, it is not a one-trick wonder. I have all of these tools to play with. Again, I have everything that device does as well, but all the others. So again, it gives them a bigger playground.
Brings a lot of value to the device
it does.
as well. Gigi, I want to thank you for taking the time today to show us the MediSpa. Looks like a great device.
Absolutely, thank you.